Alrighty, so now I'm going to do a quick little demonstration on how we're going to plant our aquatic plants. I have one right here, as you can see. Hey guys, this is Jess with the Tye-Dyed Iguana. I'm here today to teach you guys some of my beginner fundamentals for planting aquatic plants in your fish tank. I've got some products here that we sell in the shop that I'm going to show you guys today, along with some of our fantastic aquatic plants that we have behind me. First thing I would like to talk about, this is one of my favorite products, especially for beginners, is our Fundamentals Plant Pack. Now, as you can see, there are three really great products in here from Seachem, one of the best brands on the market for all of our aquatic needs. So the Fundamentals Pack includes the base Flourish product, Flourish Iron, and Flourish Excel. The base Flourish product is going to be just kind of a general supplement or a plant food to help your plants grow. Now, the Flourish Iron is going to add, obviously, iron to the water to help your plants with their color. Yeah, the Flourish Iron is going to really do a great job with plants that have a lot of red in them, like one of my favorites, which is the red tiger lotus. Now, the third product we have in our Fundamentals pack is the Flourish Excel. This product adds bioavailable carbon to the water to help with our plant growth. The Flourish Excel is going to add carbon dioxide to the water in order to help the plants breathe. Now, another really great thing about this product that I love is that it is actually a natural way to help keep down algae in your tank, because the algae isn't as big of a fan as the carbon dioxide as your aquatic plants are. So for a fully planted tank, this is a really great way to maintain lower algae levels in your tank. The second or fourth, depending on how you look at it, product I'm going to talk to you guys about today is Flourish Advance. Now this one is really cool because it actually adds a phytohormone into the water to help with your plant growth. Now, when you're first planting your plants in the tank, the Flourish Advance is going to really help with establishing roots. Now, not only is that going to help them to absorb more nutrients from the water, but it's also going to help anchor your plant right off the bat. Obviously, we know that some fish do not take to plants quite as well as others. Some of them are a little bit more stressful on the plants. So having them root very well right off the bat is going to really help to maintain their stability in the tank, especially when you have a lot of fish. After the roots are fully established, it's going to help with the apical meristem of the plant, allowing them to grow taller, brighter, fuller. So this is one of my favorite products that we have here. I think it's super fun to talk about. Phytohormone is also a really fun word. Now, one of the last products I'm going to show you guys today is our plant anchors. Now, these are pretty simple. They are the anchors that you can wrap around your plant to help them stay in your substrate. As you can see in a lot of our tanks, we have gravel. Since gravel is a bit of a more coarse, more heavy substrate, it can do a pretty good job of hanging on to our plant roots. However, some of us that have a finer substrate like sand, especially in things like axolotl or newt tanks, it might be a little bit more of a challenge right off the bat to get your plants to kind of sink and stay in the substrate. So having plant anchors in there really helps them to stay obviously anchored down in your substrate, and it prevents them from just kind of free floating through the aquarium. So real quick, I also want to talk to you guys about how often we're going to use some of these products. The Flourish Advance we recommend using every time you feed your fish. So that way, it's kind of a rule of thumb, feed your fish and feed your plants. This is going to be really helpful, especially like I was saying, with those brand new plants you're adding to your tank. So it's super important to add this every day to help feed your plants. Now, the rest of the products in our Fundamentals pack are going to be a little bit different. So for our Flourish Excel, that you're just going to add in with every water change, just to make sure that all of that new water in there is going to be chock full of that carbon. So our Flourish Iron, we actually recommend testing your iron levels in the water while in conjunction with using this product, because you want to maintain about 1 milligram per liter of iron content in the water. Too much or too little can have a negative impact on your plants. We want to make sure we're using the base Flourish just about once or twice a week to make sure that we are keeping that supplement in the water for our plants. We don't want to go overboard on it, because with some of these plants, having too much in the water can actually have a negative impact on the water chemistry and can affect your fish. Make sure that we're taking a look at our bottles and only adding the dosage recommended for our specific size tank. Alrighty, so now I'm going to do a quick little demonstration on how we're going to plant our aquatic plants. I have one right here, as you can see. This one already has an anchor wrapped around it. That's one of the things I really like about those anchors, is that even though they look really stiff, they are nice and sturdy, but they bend very easily. So it's very easy to wrap them around your plants. And as you can see, it helps them to sink right down into the water. I think this looks like a nice little spot, so we're just going to poke a little hole. Nice and gently make sure that is as far into our substrate as we can, and then we're just going to wrap our rocks back around it so that it is not going anywhere. And as you can see, our fish seem to like it. And if you didn't want to buy the entire fundamentals pack, if you were just kind of looking to pick and choose depending on your specific plant needs, we do actually sell all of those 3 products separately and in different sizes. So if you have a really, really large tank, we have like a 250 milliliter bottle of it. If you have a really small tank, we've got a much smaller bottle, just depending on what your needs are. Alrighty, well thank you so much for joining me here today. I've had a great time talking to you guys about some of our aquatic plant products. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call, reach out to us online, follow our social media, and just stop into the store and see us. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much.